It's time for the opening face-off for today's game. Grattan wins the face-off. Foot now with the puck. Czechmanic turns it aside. Hit! That was a throwdown. He scores, and it's 1-0. Wristery uncorked on that goal.
That was an absolute laser beam that found the back of the net.
Los Angeles can't afford to let this team get the drop on them.
Not this early in the game. If the defense can't hold them off, it's going to be a long one.
It's played over by Strestins. Into the attacking zone. He gets shoved by Wisnowski. Played over by Nordstrom. In over the line. Palffy gets knocked over. Brings it out. Over the line. Solani gets checked. He scores, and it's 2-0.
The goalie had no chance on that one, Good. Take a look at how he unloaded that wrist shot. Nice goal.
Not even 5 minutes in, and they're up by 2.
They're trying to lock this one up early.
The faceoff goes to the Kings. He gets laid out by Foot.
Oh, he corked him a good one.
Over the blue line. Into the attacking zone. He gets leveled.
Sent him sprawling.
Brings it out. In over the line. Leveled.
Smackdown.
Allison bowls him over. Over the line. He gets rocked by Foot.
It's getting rough out there.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shove. Right in front. Just wide of the net. Hayduk shoots the puck. Solani grabbed it. The door is shut by Czechmanic. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets run over by Hayduk.
That's an impressive hit.
In over the line. A delayed penalty call against Los Angeles. Stumpel is going off for hooking. Colorado is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. It builds confidence and keeps momentum going.
He gets checked by Strestins. Laperriere shoots quickly. Across. He gets muscled off the puck. One-time shot. Saved by Abisher. Over the line. He gets checked by Gleason.
Nice delivery.
Over the blue line. Checked.
It's getting pretty intense down there.
Into the attacking zone. Short pass. Brings it out. In over the line. Out of their defensive end. And the Los Angeles Kings will take this opportunity to make a change. They desperately need to find some... Ooh, what a hit! Fires! Blocked. Moved across. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Solani. Blocked. Abisher turns the shot aside. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Forsberg gets hammered.
He's a bit stunned after that one.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Sent flying.
That was a big league body check.
He gets hit by Grattan. Colorado is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. Deadmarsh brings it out. In over the line. He gets laid out by Blake.
Sends him packing.
Over the line. He gets rocked by Nordstrom.
No mercy on that play.
Into the attacking zone. You can hear that one up here. Deadmarsh fires hard. Solani has been nailed for hooking. You can see that the coach isn't very happy about this call at all. Los Angeles will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill on that first unit. Wisnowski went short. Over the blue line. Pass to the slot. He gets bowled over by Skrastins. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Knocked over.
I could feel that one from here.
Over the line. He gets out-muscled by Blake. Pass back. Passed ahead. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Wisnowski. This power play's half over, and they've still yet to register a shot.
And that's simply not good enough. They have to start getting more pucks to the net.
Bumped by Blake. Right in front. Stone cold by Abisher. Checked.
A great job of stepping up.
Run over.
Excellent physical play.
Dumped in on the inboards by Hall. Brings it out. End to end. Played back. He gets hit by Blake. Cannonading shot. Goaltender stopped that. Passed over. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Hayduk shoots. Stick save. Brings it out.
Hit. Another hit like that and sparks will fly.
Moved over by Hall. Over the blue line. Czechmanek turned him away. Brings it out. Over the line. Hayduk now has the puck. Into the attacking zone. Knocked over.
Jim, that was a major league bump.
Solani will go to the box for hooking. Los Angeles will get a second chance on the power play here. Allison won the draw out of their defensive end. Deadmarsh shoots the puck. The shot is blocked by Blake. Brings it out. In over the line. Right in front. Offside against the Kings. Colorado has a textbook penalty kill. Press hard outside the blue line and fall back into a solid box in the defensive zone.
And Jim, don't forget, they've got some solid goaltending, and that's a key.
The faceoff goes to Los Angeles. He gets leveled by Hall. Over the line. Shove. In front. Stick save. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Palfy fired it hard. Turned away. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shove. There's a minute gone by on this current man advantage, and they haven't been able to muster up a whole lot of offense.
Well, they have to start spreading out.
Ooh, look out. Big hit. Brings it out. Over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Mowed down.
These checks keep everyone on their toes, Jim.
Out of their defensive end. The ref indicates a delayed call. Puck is dumped in on the inboards by Hayduk. Froloff is going to the box for interference.
There's the contact, and the puck is nowhere in sight.
If he can't focus, he's going to be spending more time sitting on the sidelines. Kings win the faceoff. He gets shoved by Forsberg. Over the blue line. Solani exits the penalty box, meaning his team now has a 5-on-4 advantage. In front. Leg save by Abisher. Played across. In over the line. Shove. Hayduk saved by Czechmanek. He hangs on. We're ready for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Allison. Run over.
That'll keep him honest.
Take it out.
Great contact.
Quick pass up. Brings it out. Over the line. Knocked over.
He couldn't avoid that one.
Abisher freezes the puck. Action's about to start. And the faceoff is won by Allison. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shove. He gets pushed. Moved ahead. He gets rocked by Nordstrom. Deadmarsh. Into the attacking zone. Wrist shot from the right. Abisher made the save. Brings it out. In over the line. Centered. Big hit.
There's some physical play.
Over the line. Allison gets shoved. Out of their defensive end. Froloff has served his penalty, and that puts his team back on even footing. Over the blue line. He gets taken out by Screstins. Brings it out. Coast to coast. Pass to the point. Knocked over.
That's showing authority.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shove. Passed over. Up through center. Over the line. Thrashed.
That looked like trouble.
Brings it out. Over the blue line.
A great deep.
Forsberg scores! Looks like he was screened.
He let go of the wrist shot, and it paid off handsomely with that goal.
That's right. You don't always have to wind up with a big slapper to get it past the keeper. The faceoff goes to the Kings. He gets rocked up by Miller.
He delivered a message with that one.
In over the line. Shove. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Across. Brings it out. Over the line. Shove. Right in front. Unbelievable save. Rocked. Pass to the point. Los Angeles applying tremendous pressure here. And that's offside. About to drop the puck. Allison wins the faceoff. Over the blue line. Fires it. Missed the net. Bowled over.
A devastating hit.
That'll do it to end the period. It's 3-0 as we head to the break. That'll conclude the first intermission as the boys are set to return to action. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Los Angeles wins the draw. He gets laid out by Deadmarsh. In over the line. He gets checked by Nordstrom. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Deadmarsh shoots the puck. Saved by Abisher. Brings it out. Over the line. In front. Stick save by Czechmanic. He freezes the puck. Allison has such quick hands.
And it's not just his shooting. He's great on faceoffs. He can lift your stick and steal the puck before you can make a play.
Kings win the faceoff. Out of their defensive end. That's offside. The players are lining up at the faceoff circle. Faceoff won by Allison. Over the blue line. Wrist shot by Pulfy. Abisher got a pad on it. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Deadmarsh.
Shook him up and took him down.
Over the line. Checked. Brings it out. In over the line. Shove. Scramble. out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Vishnofsky. Over the line. He gets pushed by Blake. Brings it out. Coast to coast. Pass to the point. In the corner. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Knocked over. Long pass. Moved over. Over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Miller knocks him over.
Knocked him down.
Laid out. He gets rocked by Stumple. Over the blue line. He gets taken out by Skrestins out of their defensive end. Colorado's going to make a change here. In front. And out they come with a puck. In over the line. Right in front. He gets leveled by Blake. Passed across. Into the attacking zone. Thrashed in front. Shoots the puck. Stumple grabbed it out of their defensive end. And the Los Angeles Kings will take this opportunity to make a change. Solani brings it out. Across, over the blue line. Brings it out. Shove, offside. Hey, Craig, maybe he'll get the next call by having a word with the official now. This is what's got him all fired up. Have a look at this and you be the judge. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Allison won the draw. Up through center. Leveled. Into the attacking zone. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Laid out.
Talk about a headache.
Brings it out. Colorado's going to make a change here. Hit right in front. Played up. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets smoked by Vananen.
Lined him up and knocked him down.
Into the attacking zone. Played over. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. He gets shoved. Quick puck movement. In over the line. Moved ahead by LaPerriere. Brings it out. Over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets bowled over by Robitaille. A lateral pass. Over the blue line. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Advances the puck. Over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Miller checks him. There's a penalty coming up. He gets called for interference.
Interference can be tricky. You can't call everything, but you want the game to have some flow.
You can see the coach isn't crazy about that call at all, so he's going to have a word with the official. Colorado will go on the power play once again. They weren't able to capitalize on their first power play. Let's see if they can do it here. Grattan drops him.
Real power there.
Across, over the blue line. Played over, cranked him.
Man, that was a jarring hit.
Brings it out. In over the line. One-time shot by Allison. Nordstrom has his pocket pick. Foot gets called for interference.
The contact was well away from the play. You can't always get away with that.
Colorado loses a man and gives up the power play.
Yeah, they were hoping to get a little more mileage out of it. Now they'll have to play some 4-on-4.
Over the line. He gets roughed up by Modry.
Ran him down.
Played across. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Bugner mows him down. Moved up. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Checked. Brings it out. In over the line. Miller quickly jumps on the ice, and his return gives his team a power play. Abisher hangs on for the whistle. The Avalanche are showing they know how to put the puck in the net.
They're a fast, talented team that can score. If you try to trade chances with them, they'll beat you.
Hall wins the faceoff. Brings it out. Over the line. Kostic roughs him up. A solid check out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Taken out. Passed across. Brings it out. In over the line. Mowed down.
Lines him up and sends him down.
Hit. The Kings go offside. Colorado will make you pay for taking penalties.
Well, they've got great shooters on the blue line, and they look to set up the one-timer on the power play.
You just have to stay out of the box. The faceoff goes to the Kings. Nice move there by Allison. He gets run over by Bugner.
Very impressive.
Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Brings it out. Over the line. Knocked down.
He's really throwing his weight around.
Forsberg. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Palffy brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Rocked.
That shook him up.
In over the line. Right in front. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He scores to make it 3-1.
From the backhand to the back of the net in one smooth motion. The goalie had no chance on that shot.
And the faceoff is won by Allison. Over center. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Knocked down. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets checked by Nordstrom.
He had him coming and going.
And there's the horn to end the second. 3-1's the score as we head to the break.
Fastest skater and the breakaway competition.
They're set to drop the puck for period number 3. They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Avalanche. Rubbed off the puck by Stumple. Moore grabbed it. Shoots it! Brings it out. Over the blue line. Wrist shot by Stumple. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Abisher made the save, and he covers up. They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Los Angeles. It's passed over by Allison. One-times it, turned away by Abisher. Brings it out. It's moved over by Hayduke. Salani grabbed it. Awesome save! Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Palffy. One-timer. Goaltender stopped that. Played back. Abisher freezes the puck. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Allison. Sent flying. In over the line. He gets hit by Dempsey. Played over. Huge save. Moved back. Shove.
That was intimidation.
Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Across. In front. Shoots it hard. Pad saved by Abisher. Quick pass up. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Over. Forsberg shoots the puck. Stick save. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets roughed up by Solani. Out of their defensive end. Forsberg gets mowed down. Brings it out. Moved across. Over the line. Quick puck movement. Over the blue line. Solani gets roughed up.
You could feel the impact up here.
Right in front. Brings it out. Moved ahead. Big hit.
Let's see how he responds to that.
Into the attacking zone. Miller whips it. Abisher made the save. And he covers up for the faceoff. Colorado is really making this team pay for their mistakes.
Jim, every time they've got a clean look at the net, they've buried the puck.
They don't have a whole lot of shots, but they're making them count. The faceoff goes to Los Angeles. Centered. Passed over. Mowed down. In over the line. Centers it. Moore gets checked. Circles the net. Quick pass up. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Leveled.
He caught him napping with that hit.
Over the line. Shoots the puck. Blocked by Dempsey. Into the attacking zone. He gets out-muscled by Foot. In front. Big glove save by Abisher. He hangs on. We're ready for the face-off. Kings win the face-off. Allison gets muscled off the puck. Forsberg. In over the line. Shoved. Right in front. Shoots it quickly. Czechmanic reached out for the puck. And he covers up. The Avalanche have big league skill right through their lineup.
This team likes to play with the puck, and that's how they beat you. If you want to hold them off, you need to finish your checks.
Los Angeles wins the draw. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Checked. Brings it out. Over the line. Hedu gets checked. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Denied by Abisher. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Hit. Halfie. Brings it out. Over the line. Wrist shot from the slot. Abisher reached out for the puck. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone.
He still doesn't know where
He scores, and it's 4-1.
the puck came back out. He was ready and waiting for it.
Kings win the faceoff. He gets checked by Strestins. He gets run over by Dempsey. He gets flattened by LaPerriere. Moved over by Gleason. Over the blue line. He gets rocked by Svatos. In over the line. Czechmanic makes the save. Brings it out. Over the line. Hard wrist shot by Belanger. The shot is blocked by Svatos. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shove. Whips a shot. Dempsey shoves him. Crushed. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Flashed. Played over by Strestins. In over the line. Shoved. Dead march. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Forsberg. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Short pass. Brings it out. It's passed across by Moutry. Allison shoots. Deadmarsh grabbed it. In front. Abisher made the save. In over the line. Turned aside. Brings it out. He gets bowled over by Vishnofsky. Moved across by Allison. Out of their defensive end. Coast to coast. Hayduk. Over the line. Cranked him. He got dropped. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Palfy gets knocked over. This guy needs to play aggressive to be effective.
Well, he doesn't flop down, so he has to play at the top of his crease. If he gets back on his heels, he gives away way too much net.
The faceoff goes to the Kings. Pass to the point. Flattened. In front. Turned aside by Abisher. Into the attacking zone. Hard one-timer. Moore scores. Top shelf.
Now let's take a look at that one on the replay, Jim. Look at how well he executes the wrister to find the back of the net. What a beauty!
Los Angeles wins the draw. Allison gets dropped. Forsberg shoots it hard. Czechmanic turned it away. In the corner. Pass to the slot. Great save! He hangs on to the puck. No goals yet for this guy, but he was instrumental in getting at least 1 point on the board.
Well, you do what you can. If you can't be the star, you can still help out your teammates.
The action's about to start. And the faceoff is won by Allison. Brings it out. Over the line. One-timer! Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Sent flying. Played up. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Deadmarsh gives up the puck. Moved up. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Hayduk gets bowled over.
There's one to remember.
Over the line. He gets laid out by Foot. Passed across. In over the line. Shoved. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Cranked him.
Sends him down.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Moutry. And we're all done here now. Los Angeles lost this game and trails the series by 1. From Denver, Colorado, and for EA Sports, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Have a great one.
You